so many college quarterbacks are good enough at the college level. You really don't know until you get to the NFL level what a guy's going to do. And that brings me to Chad Kelly, a guy that was Mr. Irrelevant. I hate that term, too. The last guy taken in the draft 2 years ago by the Denver Broncos. As of last year, he had climbed to number 2 on the depth chart. Ugly incident at a Von Miller-hosted Halloween party where Chad Kelly got kicked out, and then he went into somebody's house and that he doesn't know and sat down on the couch and got chased off with the tube of a vacuum cleaner, got arrested for criminal trespass, pleaded guilty to misdemeanor charges back in March. The Colts reportedly are taking a look at him. I'm told the Colts haven't made a decision yet. They may do so this week. There's that Frank Reich, Jim Kelly connection. So maybe a second chance, or as the case may be, a third chance for Chad Kelly. And, Chris, I'm going to say what I say about Tyreek Hill and every other guy that gets a second, third, fourth chance, whatever. Every time you give someone a second chance, you're taking away someone else's first chance. Even now, with a 90-man offseason roster, there was a quarterback from Central Connecticut that was going to be signed by the Colts, and the Colts said, we're not going to do it. We may be signing Chad Kelly. So that's now that guy landed with Cincinnati, but he took a job that somebody else would have gotten in Cincinnati. When you give that guy the second chance, whether it's an offseason roster spot or regular season, you're taking away someone else's first chance, typically someone who never got himself into trouble. And that's one of the philosophical issues that the NFL needs to continue to confront. Yeah, it's a tough balance. It's hard to argue the points you made there, but the great equalizer and all that is talent. Guys with big-time talent seem to get second and third chances. Yeah, I mean, Chad Kelly had issues at Clemson, had to transfer to Ole Miss, had issues at Ole Miss, made him fall out of the draft, then, of course, becomes Mr. Irrelevant. And then, of course, you talked about the issue with the Denver Broncos. But, man, the way Chad Kelly played in the preseason last year and all those things, they're going to make teams notice because Chad Kelly has NFL starting potential as far as his physical abilities. He's a big guy, he's an incredibly strong arm, can make some really eye-popping type of throws that's going to get the attention of GMs. And as you know in life, it's not always what you know, it's who you know. And yeah, I'm sure that the Frank Reich, Jim Kelly combination is certainly not hurting here in this issue. But I get your point. Yeah, there's guys that are certainly not getting their first chance where we see other guys in the NFL rightly, wrongly, whatever it may be, might be on their third or fourth chance. But I think the big thing there is the talent, and talent sometimes lets a lot of things get swept under the rug. I'm a little surprised that it's taken as long as it has for Chad Kelly's name to come up when you consider the talent, when you consider the connection, when you consider he was number 2 on the depth chart in Denver and had all indications of playing at some point last year. Yeah. I mean, if he hadn't been kicked off the team, I think at some point they would have rolled the dice on Chad Kelly just from an excitement standpoint. Yeah. Let's see what this guy can do. And the AAF co-founder, Bill Polian, He said that Chad Kelly was the best quarterback in the draft in 2017, and that draft class included Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes, for crying out loud, and they didn't show him any type of interest. But I just think it's a matter of time before he plays again, because you're right, talent is always going to rule the day. And should it be that way? Well, no, but that's kind of the way it is in sports at every level, in every type of sport. The better you are, the more leeway you have, the more rules you can break, because ultimately people want to win, and they're going to give you that chance to help them win, knowing that if it doesn't work out, well, all right, we'll just get rid of you anyway. Right. Exactly right. I mean, hey, go through it. Does Randy Moss get away with some of the things he got away with in Minnesota if he's not Randy Moss? Did, Lawrence Taylor get away with some of the things he got away with in New York? He got away with them because he was, sacking quarterbacks every other time they drop back to pass. So, yeah, that is part of the deal. And just like any profession, too, the really great talents, they get favored in their business and their prospective jobs, whatever it may be. And here, the other thing that I think, again, shows Chris Ballard's genius here, and you talked about it, I think, during the show today. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett, this is the last year of his contract. He's going to be a free agent. I think he knows if I sign a Chad Kelly or something like that, man, and somebody went down late in July or late in August or early season, Jacoby Brissett could be a hot commodity as far as a trade commodity. And that's where I think Chris Ballard's probably thinking about this Chad Kelly signing as well. We need to wrap it for now, but Chris, on this point of giving guys second and third chances based on talent and that intoxication that comes from talent, think about this for tomorrow. Read the item that I posted Saturday at PFT. Is it time for the NFL to begin to create a disincentive and take away future draft picks for players who do have that second chance and it blows up? Is that the appropriate way to give teams reason to think twice before they do?
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.